tonight. Mitch, if you were to start with your overall thoughts about the draw tonight.
Yeah, I think it was we had some really good moments, some not so great moments. So it's quite frustrating to give up a lead and tie the game at home. It was one we were really looking forward to. It was an important matchup from where we're at in the table, and yeah, I think we're all disappointed.
Coach mentioned confidence. He was happy to see confidence back in your team. What do you make of that statement?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a while since we've won. It's really easy to put your head down and kind of go one of two ways. Either band together and move forward, or put your head down and move away from the group and play like individuals. But especially after bouncing back after a 4-0 loss, coming back home was great. I thought we played really well. I thought the confidence was good. I thought we made some not great plays, some really poor passes. But yeah, it was a step in the right direction.
I know you were out last week. How's it feel to be back out there?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, I hate missing games. I hate missing trainings. So it felt really good to be back out there with everyone and representing the club, especially at home in front of everyone. So it was yeah, another good night with our fans, and hopefully we can start putting together wins for them.
Speaking of the fans, and you mentioned putting together wins for the fans. For some reason, it's frustrating. You are not performing well at home, but you're better on the road. It's give or take a game or two.
Yeah.
What is it about that?
I don't know. I mean, every team has their strengths. I think it's really good that we're playing well away. Minus the one game last week. So I think there are things that we've learned from playing away that we need to take into our games at home. Yeah, and just keep progressing that way.
Why is it that I guess this team has had a hard time, especially at home, getting going until the second half? Can you explain it, or is there one thing you can point your finger on, or as to why y'all have had a hard time at home?
No, I wish I knew, because then we wouldn't struggle at home anymore. But it's a new group. We're still learning each other, learning everything about how we want to play. So it does take time, but no, we're all professionals and we need to be better at home, better starting at home. And yeah, I think that's something that we can focus on for sure.
Going off of that question, Coach mentioned the first half tonight, and that's not the first time he's mentioned the first half of the season. So what is it about the first half that it seems like you guys start slow, or he mentioned tonight like there was mistakes there. What is it about the first half?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I wish I knew so we could fix it. But no, I think everyone just needs to watch the games, watch themselves, watch the players next to them, and that relationship kind of, when I'm on the field and, I feel a certain way, and, whether I'm playing well or not playing well, it's always interesting to rewatch it and then be like, oh, I was thinking this in this scenario, and then when I see it on the tape, I'm like, okay, yeah, that was correct what I was feeling or not. So I think just a lot of reflection needs to happen, and so it's good that we have these the videos that we can rewatch.
I don't know if you were here when he talked about it, but Juan mentioned feeling like you guys maybe weren't necessarily all on the same page. How much did you feel that down on the field, connecting with your teammates, working with everyone defensively? How much did you feel that what he perceived as a lack of sort of chemistry like that?
I mean, Juan and I, we're at different ends of the pitch, so, what I feel is different than what he feels. We have complete opposite ends of the game. So, for me, I felt like defensively we were on the same page, but also I think it's really difficult to, get in a rhythm when it was sloppy play in the first half. We struggled to find our footing, and so I think that contributes to it, but, there's no excuse for it. I think that we do need to be more cohesive, sharper on the ball, and I think, having those little mistakes kind of adds to that disconnection on the field that he was feeling. So again, it goes back to watching video, him as a striker feeling that. And so, maybe when he watches, it'll confirm what he thinks, and maybe when I rewatch it, it'll confirm either what I think or what he thinks. So again, it'll be interesting to rewatch the game, and then we can all regroup for this coming week. And we got the game on Saturday, but realistically, we have 10 days until our next actual game, so we got some time.
So going off of that, Juan also did mention you didn't feel like your team deserved to have that 1-0 lead with 20-ish minutes there. The reason I asked why, he said because the team, how they were performing, how you guys were performing. Do you share that agreement there?
I think we were definitely better than Tulsa for sure. I don't think we had clear-cut opportunities. So I think as a striker, when you don't have those clear-cut opportunities, you don't feel as in control or as dominant. But that's the way the game goes sometimes. Playing in the back, I felt like we were in control of that whole first half. They had a couple shots here and there, but to be honest, I thought that we did deserve to be winning.
You became man of the match. What confidence brings in front of you when you're playing in front of these fans?
Yeah, listen, I feel invincible when I play here. I feel like all the guys should feel that as well. We train so hard during the week. I always think back to 2022, the level of our trainings. They were so much more difficult than the games on Saturday. And I feel like we're moving in that direction. The quality of our trainings, the intensity that we're training at, we're working really hard. We're putting together really good performances every day. And so I think that gives us a bunch of confidence going out to the field. So like I said, I feel invincible when I play here, and I think everyone else should as well.
I think it definitely shows that even your pregame, you're out there just on your own. What's that feeling like being back at home?
Yeah, it's nice. Listen, that's why I love playing here. We don't play on a baseball field. We don't play on turf. We play on a great field, great fans. So no, it's awesome. I wish we could play every game here.